Good morning, everybody. It's Martina. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Monday. I'm just going to make sure that I am on live because my live had been funny the other day. So I'm just going to check and make sure. So if you guys are popping in live with me this morning, just please say hello so I can say hi back to you. Doesn't look like it came through. I'm just going to go with it anyway and share it after. Anyway, so my chat with you guys today is how yoga helped me to find self-love. So if any of you know me at all, you'll know that yoga has been a big part of my self-love journey, and I am super grateful for this practice that has helped me in so many ways and kind of was the start of how my journey started with self-love. So before we get started, if you are watching this on Facebook, which you may be not because I don't think it's working, so if you are though, I will encourage you to go over to YouTube when you are done watching this video and click the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for every time that I go live. Lots of good content in there too, yoga videos, meditation, self-love chats, all good stuff in there. So yeah, so how yoga helped me to find self-love. So if you haven't done yoga before, I would love to hear in the comments if you are new to yoga or it's been something you wanted to try but don't think you can, because that was me. 10 years ago, I guess, I went to my first yoga class with a girlfriend, and I felt like I couldn't, she kind of pretty much dragged me there. I didn't want to go. I didn't think I could go. I was a plus size person. I just had a baby. So I guess it was 9 years ago maybe. But she brought me to my first class, and that changed my life. Because I had like a weight goal in mind that I would not go to a yoga class until I was a certain weight because I would just look horrible on the mat. And it was all superficial for me, which was horrible. Anyway, so fast forward to now, I've been teaching yoga for the last 7 or 8 years, and it's part of my daily practice in my own self-care routines, and it's really kind of like the what would you call it? It was like the launch of my self-love journey was my yoga practice. It kind of is the thing that started it all, and I'm so grateful for that because it's brought me to be who I am today. So I'm just going to share with you guys a couple tips on how yoga has helped me to find self-love at any size, and how I hope for that same thing for you if this is something that you feel that you need some help with in your life too. So the first thing that yoga helped me with is it helped me to realize that I underestimated my body. Yoga helped me to feel strong regardless of what size I was. Yoga helped me to feel strong in my body. It made me appreciate things about my body. Like my strong legs held me up in this pose. I have really good balance, I found out. All these things kind of made me appreciate my body and appreciate the things that my body did, where I don't think I had that appreciation before. And I underestimated what I could do. And through my yoga practice throughout the years, I've kind of gone in ups and downs through how serious I'm doing my practice. But there's been times where I've done really harder, more advanced poses where I never thought a plus size person could. Like I know fast forward to 8 years ago, that wasn't really, you didn't see a lot of that in social media, or you didn't know about it. Like you didn't know that bigger people were doing yoga and able to do these more advanced poses, which it just proved to me that I was underestimating myself, and that at whatever size I am in my life, that I can do hard things and I can be strong, and with practice and perseverance and patience and mindfulness, that I can do those things, right? So that was my first thing that I discovered. And the second thing I discovered is I discovered my breath, which is a very simple practice that we all take for granted. But yoga had allowed me to connect my breath through meditation, through mindful movement, because yoga is connecting your movement to your breathing, right? So it really helped me to find that sense of peace through my breath. And it's a practice that I take with me throughout my everyday now. So that's super important, and I don't think people are aware of the power of our breath, and how our breath and having breath awareness is just so many. It's going to help us with so many different uh, emotions that we might be going through, or hard things we might be dealing with, that our breath can actually help us to regulate, right? So the third tip I have for you guys is that it has helped me to feel worthy. I can say probably 10 years ago that I didn't really feel worthy. I was in a place, I just had kids. I wasn't okay with my body. I went on a really big weight loss journey to find out that that wasn't the key to my happiness, and that's why I had wanted to lose weight, because I thought, okay, if I lose weight, I will be happy. And then when that didn't happen, I didn't really know where to turn. I felt really low, and my relationships were suffering because of it. How I was showing up for my spouse and my kids and my family, it just wasn't who I was. It wasn't who I wanted to be. So yoga really helped me to find that worthiness. It was that first step in my journey to. There's lots of things that have helped me now, but when I look back at what it's done for me, it's helped me to feel that self-worth. And and it's life changing. So another thing that it's helped me to do, which I've kind of explained already, is that it's opened me up to the world of self-love and self-care. So those things weren't really in my vocabulary. They weren't things I took time for. I was a very busy person, and I didn't make time for myself. I worked 2 or 3 jobs, working 50 to 60 hours a week. And never stopped and never took time for myself, and that caught up to me. So it's really allowed me to, my yoga practice has allowed me to kind of analyze what my priorities are. It helped me to open up myself to the world of self-love and self-care. And I've done that through yoga, but I've also done that through journaling and aromatherapy and mindful eating and crystals and all these other holistic approaches that I have spent a lot of time working with. So yoga was the thing that started that. And so I think yoga has a very near and dear place in my heart, because it was kind of that launching pad to the world that I am in now. And I'm super happy that I was led here. So yeah, so those are my couple tips for you guys. I hope this was helpful. And a couple things before I head out of here is, if you guys are looking for a little bit more support and guidance and help with your self-love journey, I have a group called Imperfectly Perfect You, Finding Self-Love at Any Size. We are a group of women empowering each other to love our imperfectly perfect selves just as we are in this moment. So if you're not in that community yet, and you feel like that's something that would help you, we would love to have you in that space. The link to the group is in the description of this video. And right now I have 3 spots left in my new program called Find Your Magic Yoga and Mindful Eating. It is a 28-day yoga and mindful eating program that takes you through 10 minutes a day of yoga, discovering movement that you love, and helps you to ditch the diet mentality. So if this is something that you think that might help you, if you're a beginner starting yoga, or if you just want to bring short little bursts of movement to your day, if you're a busy mom, if you are a busy working mama, whatever you are, it's a really nice, easy program to implement, and just brings you that sense of self-care, self-love, self-worth, while working on some tools to help you kind of ditch the diet mentality, which has become a more current passion of mine. And yeah, so that program has 3 spots left at the launch pricing, and it will be going up after that. So if you feel like that is something that you want, you have a couple more days to get into that at the lower price, and then the price will be going up after that. So there's that, and I am taking names too. One more thing quickly. My signature program called SelfLove Revolution with Martina is going to be launching this fall. I am taking names for people interested in being put on the list to have first access to that program. It's going to be group coaching, one-on-one coaching program that takes you through all things self-love, and through a bunch of different holistic approaches, kind of like what I'm doing with all this other stuff, but in a more in-depth way, to help you really find that self-love at any size and achieve that and with that self-love, you're going to be able to go through all the different you're going to have more confidence. You're going to feel good in your body. You're going to show up better for your relationships. You're maybe going to chase that dream that you've always had that you've never been able to pursue because you didn't have that worth of yourself, right? So message me the word self-love if you're interested in being put on the list for the Self-Love Revolution with Martina that's launching this fall. And we would love to have you in there too. So we will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have the